Good evening and welcome to a Mitch and Mauck'n About the Cards podcast. I'm Mitch and I am joined as always by the man who once met John Mozeliak at a Lambert's Chili's and said, "Hey Mo, have you ever tried the bow tie look?" He's also the owner and proprietor of the Superstition Ranch there in Chandler, Arizona, where tonight's 50-cent hot dog night that are left over from the 4th of July. They've been sit under the heat lamp for about 9 hours now. If you get food poisoning, your first shot of 151 is on the house. Tyrell, how was your 4th of July?
Oh, it was great. Had a good time. Smoked some ribs. Came out really, really good. Friends and family, and just shooting off fireworks and watched the kid in the pool. Had a good time.
You are much more coherent now than I spoke to you last night at this time.
I don't even remember us talking last night at this time.
I sent you some text I sent you a text at 10:30, like, what the hell's going on in this Cardinal-Cubs game? Because the fog had rolled in.
Yeah,
That's about how you were seeing anyway. Everything was kind of foggy.
I had double vision last night.
Weird game last night. Well, that the Cardinals did, win the fog game. There was a delay. 70% humidity with 70% temperature. That's going to cause it to fog. I'm not a science guy, but that's what happens. A massive boots to asses stomping Friday, 17-1. Love to see it. And then a
Yes.
rough one today, a game they should have won for me with a big error. Two of them, as you pointed out, because he didn't stop the ball after Walker threw it from right field. And then he kind of carried that over to his at bat. He's going to help more than he's going to lose games for them. He's a nice piece, but it kind of goes back to our overarching third base problem, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But kind of what's your quick review all of the Chicago series?
I was pleasantly and happy to see the offense burst out like it did and keep that Braves going with that. Really happy to see that. Jordan Walker busting out. Bullpen came through, surprised that did. And can we get some help for Libby? That dude needs head gain or fix because he just ain't got it right now.
5+ today, 2 runs, and that's bad that we're excited about what is basically the most equivalent major league average start you can have. 6-3 is considered a quality start, which is a made up stat, by the way. But that was as average as it could be, and we're excited about it. Like, oh, he's turning the corner. And he pitched okay after the first inning, but I even seen this text like, get him out now. Because they had just taken the lead on the Jordan Walker 3-run homer. They were up 3-2, and then he gives up back-to-back base hits before he pulls them, and the lead got away from him, and the whole inning kind of went to shit. But it's probably time for the Libby experiment to end.
Yeah, there's something they need to mess with his mechanics. I think he was tipping pitches early on. He's trying to find his release point on something. He can't find it. Like you said, he looked good at certain times today, but after that getting out of that first inning was good. But yeah, it just something's got to give. You got to give the guy a break or something because he's just arm fatigue, dead arm. Yeah, maybe time to go back to the bullpen with him. Bring up Quinn
And that was
Matthews.
my point. Could he be a high leverage reliever? Does his stuff play well enough to go through the lineup once?
Yes, I think so because I think also as a bullpen, he ticks it up a notch or two with his fastball, so it gets him a little bit more because he knows he's not there. So I think yes, he is I that was his role for the last 2 years. I think he did really, really excelled in that role too of being a strong relief pitcher.
The numbers will show you that most guys go up 2 to 4 miles per hour in the pen because they just let it fly. And they're not having to save for a second time through, a third through, and they can throw all their best stuff the first time they see a guy because they're having to see him a second time, most likely. And it would answer that, hey, we need another lefty in here to kind of, be a lever spot that they could essentially have with a Matthew Liberatore who could give you those long relief innings that they don't have now. That Gordon Restrepo was sent down after we got off the air Friday. I think with him it was just a numbers game. He probably wasn't available to throw for a day or two. Be interesting to see what they do Tuesday. We'll talk about the Brewers series and kind of the roster moves in a second. But I want to go back to Jose Firmino. Again, he's a good utility player. He's helped more than he's hurt the team. You're gonna have a bad day at the ballpark. 162 games, shit happens. Everybody has a bad day at work. And he had a bad day today. We're not gonna rag on him. But it highlights the need for a third baseman. Is
100%. Yeah.
is that the move you make now that your outfield is settled with Newt coming back and playing solid?
Newt misplayed a ball too today that he let Church have that he should have taken. I think yes, and if you don't think Blaze Jordan's it, I think he had a rough day the other day, but I still think that he might be who they're hoping, or maybe they just came up to give him like um, trade value and show what he can do in the majors. I really do think they need to do some third base because that's a power hitting section that they're missing out on pretty bad. So I think I don't even know who's out there for third baseman, but it would be nice to see. They need to settle that position.
The rumors kind of circulating, and he's overpriced as all get out, is Matt Chapman.
Yes.
But he's $25 million over the next 2 years. They just jetson a guy who's making that kind of money to Arizona.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to take on, especially with the like we keep saying it every podcast with the strike looming. I don't see them making the ability to try that for more money on the books.
The Phillies have a highly thought prospect in Aiden Miller that they could possibly call up. Do you try to see about an Alec Bohm?
I think so, but has had a better season than we think. But I would love to see because he's according to Phillies fans, he's worn out his welcome over there anyway. So it'd be kind of safe for us to snatch another third baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies and bring him to St. Louis.
But the Phillies are in first place in that National League East, so they're probably not looking to make a ton of moves.
No, they're just going to solidify more and secure their place because I think the Braves are falling off with their pitching staff injuries. I think the Phillies are going to run away with that division now.
So it kind of goes back to where do you find a third baseman now?
Yeah. Yankees are in first place or second place. They're not still going for it. So you're not going to get McMahon. Yeah, I don't.
Boston?
Isn't that Trevor Story or is he their shortstop?
Story's playing short, and for years, man, I love some Trevor Story.
Yes, for years I did want some Trevor Story as well. I don't know. I don't see it. Don't I don't think they're going to take on any money and they're only going to take on young guys. So I don't see them solidifying it anytime soon unless they just make a blockbuster. We're not seeing it.
And what I think it's going to be rentals, short rentals, or guys with controllable years.
Yes, because I think they only got like 26 million on the payroll after this year. Like they drop
low.
down even more. So like I don't see them adding anything and then trying anything too quick because they're going to want money to sign these guys long term that if they think they're franchise cornerstones.
Walker's going to need paid. Burley's going to need paid. Herrera. Why I would lock up JJ now.
100%. I would put, one of those Connor. We talked that earlier in the podcast. This episode, one of these like the Connor Griffin types things. Yeah, you need to lock him up now because I think he is your cornerstone elite second baseman now.
And we'll talk about JJ here in just a second. I want to talk about the Brewers series. We talked last Sunday night. Hey, you got to probably win between the Cubs and the Brewers. Out of these 8 games, you need 6-2 would be outstanding. 5-3 is doable. 4-4 or worse, who knows what you're gonna do. Winning the Cubs series sets you up 2 out of 3. Even in 4 out of 6, when you count the Braves series, now you've got 5 games in 4 days against the Brewers. And when you kind of check the schedule or the standings as of right now, you're 7.5 out. You're gonna have to win 4 out of the 5 to make noise in the division. However, you're still leading the wild card. And now with today's loss and Miami's win, you're tied with Miami of all teams. And you're only a game and a half out behind Philly. So there's a chance there. The St. Louis goes into this when we have the show next Sunday, a playoff team.
Absolutely. I think they can do it. I think that offense is hitting at the right time right now, which is what we were kind of hoping for because for the last 2 weeks previous that they had really not been firing on all cylinders offensively, and then suddenly they kind of get out of this slump. Like I said, something happened in that Brave series where they got their ass chewed or some approach change in that clubhouse.
100% was Magic City. I'm going to stick to it.
Hot Atlanta.
Looking at the Dirty South, looking at the pitching previews, Shane Drohan pitching for Milwaukee. He's a lefty with a 3-2 record and a 3.12 ERA. Against Dustin May, who has struggled the last several times out. His last 7 starts, he's 2-2 with a 4.79 ERA, only going about 5 innings and allowed 19 earned runs. But the strikeouts are up, but that's about it. He has struggled. And then going through MLB.com here, Tyrell, Jacob Mazeroski is going to throw the early game Tuesday for the Brewers. St. Louis has to be determined on everything else for the rotation the rest of the series.
Oh, okay. I think you're gonna get a Dobbins start, and you might get a, Bryson Mott start too. I think they're gonna try to extend this out a little bit and try to see what they can do with this, pitching staff because I
You
think they're
can
gonna need it.
manipulate the roster as
Yeah.
much as you want here. You can send a guy down before the game on Tuesday, take your pick on who you want it to be, one of those bullpen guys. Use that to call Dobbins up.
Mhm.
Call Graceffo up as your 27th man for the doubleheader. And then immediately after the game, send Dobbins back down and call up another arm.
I think it's what's
Maybe
gonna
it's
happen.
time to see Luis Gaslam, somebody in the pin, but you can manipulate that. If you look at how it lines up, we're not going to see obviously Libator, which is probably merciful at this point, a mercy killing. Palante is scheduled to throw Wednesday, which would mean Leahy Thursday, so McGreevy's going to have to get the other one. Would you sacrifice the young kid to Mazeroski on the afternoon game and throw McGreevy Tuesday night trying to get the win?
Yeah, because, Palante's gotta have pitch. He's been your best pitcher for the last little bit, so you're gonna need to see him pitch. So I would absolutely do, Mizorowski's gonna be you're just hoping to get some money runs out of him. I would sacrifice the sheep to him. That dude's just unworldly.
Kyle Harrison throwing Wednesday night for the Brew Crew, 8-1 with a 2.8 ERA. Milwaukee's got some pitching. They can sling the ball. They're to be determined on Thursday as well, probably depending on how their week lines up. It's going to be a tough road. Can they
Mhm.
get 3 out of 5?
I yes, because anything can happen in baseball, but man, the Brewers they've always got some kind of magic working up there. So it'll be a tough 3 out of 5, but it's doable. Just lose
If
Mazeroski's.
if you can if you can steal Tuesday, if you can steal them both, you're set up the rest of the week.
Yeah.
But that's a tough ask, especially knowing it's got to be Dobbins, Motson, maybe even a Quinn Matthews sneaks in. Somebody's got to sneak in.
Yeah, somebody's gotta sneak in there, but man, I tell you what, if this offense is clicking, you don't need to worry about your starting pitcher because this offense can carry you well, and it's all 9 now can hit for you. It wasn't like it was in the first half of the season, so if your offense is clicking like it could, I expect 9, 10, 11 strikeouts from Mazeroski's day, but, the rest of the time, you can just, keep on clicking. I think you win this series. You
I'm
can
gonna
outslug
say
them.
I'm gonna say they drop Monday in the early game Tuesday. They win the last 3.
Okay, I like that.
I mean,
It's a hell of a way to go off.
yeah.
Nice little
I
winning
mean,
streak. Yeah.
but at least you get some momentum going into it. And this team has ebbs and flows. I mean, they're right now they're on a hot one, and I can see going the other way too, where they win the first 2 and then drop 3. But 3 out of 5 is the goal.
Yeah. I'm still not gonna be mad. I mean, if they kinda split the series a little bit that way, I mean, they went into a tough, ballpark with a good environment I name the Brewers have just got it going on right now, but they do need to make us some ground.
Two is the baseline. You have to win
Yeah.
2.
Got 'em in 2.
Or so.
Yep. Because then you then you stay in that playoff contention.
Agree. I completely agree. 2. So we're hoping for 2. 3's ideal. 4 better is just house money. No way they can pull a sweep, right?
Oh, well, talk to me when they win the 4th one.
Yeah. And we'll see Thursday night. The All-Star team, Tyrell, was announced on Saturday night. Congratulations, Jordan Walker. 2 snubs, in my opinion. One kind of a lower snub. Riley O'Brien leads the league in saves. Then he wasn't even considered. And then the second one, the biggest one, JJ Weatherholt. Now they tend to push more towards, well, he's a rookie. He'll have plenty of opportunities, but he's hitting 269 with 13 home runs, 36 RBIs, 88 hits. Why was he not an all-star?
That is a great question, probably because he's in St. Louis, man. I think he's on the radar of being the number 1, rookie of the year candidate. I just don't think that, nationally people are recognizing that, and I think they're going everywhere else with everybody else, but I think he should definitely be an all-star, and I think he'll probably get named as a reserve when somebody else backs out on it, but 100% needs to be an all-star, and it's shameful of Cardinal fans and the rest of MLB not to realize that you've got a young stud right here who's just he might be older in his years, but it's kinda a shameful that, like, we can't get this guy on the roster.
The Cardinals went all in on Jordan Walker. That's all the only advertisement you saw. That was the only hashtags you saw. Vote Walker, vote Jordan. They didn't speak up for JJ much, at least publicly. And if you got on X today, Gould and several fans got into it about the voting process. Gould, said that this was the fans' choice. This is a game for the fans. The voting is fine. And many of the people that in the comments were like, well, the Royals showed 10 years ago that you can manipulate this however you want by stuffing the
Exactly.
numbers, etc.
Yeah.
Voting system is broken, in my opinion. I don't think the fans should have a voice because we're clearly not doing the right thing here. And it should really go to the players,
Yeah, I could see
like the
that.
NFL.
Yeah, I could see that. That way it feels more fair, and you're playing with those guys every day because you're going to be a homer and you're going to vote for your own team.
Just make
Yeah,
a rule you can't vote for your own guys. When we vote all state picks, all district picks in football, the high school level in Missouri, the only rule is you can talk your own guys up, but you can't vote for your own players. That should be the
fair.
only rule. You can't vote for your own guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Simple
oh,
fix.
yeah. It's not that simple. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, the rest of baseball's seeing it, what he's doing. Yeah, it just like this. Walker's now your leading RBI guy in the major leagues or in the National League, and you have to. He was fell to eighth. Like that's a little bit short sighted. I agree.
We'll talk more about the All-Star break kind of next week on our show. Tyrell, I was kind of looking through on some of the fan sites, etc. What's the excuse not to go to the ballpark this week? Because starting tomorrow, running through the weekend, the cheapest ticket at Busch, you can get tickets for as low as 10, and even the David Eckstein bobblehead night, you can get tickets for $22. Why are we not showing up to the ballpark? What's the excuse now? It's summer. Yeah, the weather's hot, but why not now?
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day and was listening to somebody said that. Yeah, what's the excuse now, fans? Like, you got a team that's playing hot. They're exciting to watch. They're not out of a ball game, ever. Yes, the bullpen's a little shaky, but I mean, you got to start getting out to Bush. Like, you got to buy into this team. And maybe they're waiting for a maneuver and to see what's going to happen with the front office. I know that they've lost a lot of goodwill with the rest of the fandom. But yeah, there is no excuse. It's cheap. Yes, it's a little hot, but Bush needs to be crowded. Bush needs to be packed. Let's get out there and support the team and support the guys. And you know what? Then you can watch it just from right there. You don't have to look at the 18 different broadcast options that you could really sit at home and watch.
Hey, speaking of broadcast options, that's a great kind of transition there. Today was Star Spangled Sunday on NBC and the Peacock Network. All 15 games available streaming. It was kind of Major League Baseball's way of like promoting itself. Like, hey, everything's on his NBC Sports Extra. If you've got YouTube TV, it was there like this is our big day, the day after the 4th of July. They're trying to make it a thing. Did you like it? Did they promote it well, or was it just another Sunday baseball for you?
I didn't think it was promoted well because I don't get on the cock that much. Uh, so I was kind of confused about. I didn't know everything was on there because I got on there. I was like, why is the Yankees? Because they have their big. They tried to do the like a red zone type thing and only had the multi game view. Cardinals weren't there, and I was like, well, where are the Cardinals? So I had to back out of the app, go back into sports, and then find them. So they only highlighted certain teams. So I just didn't think it was that generated that much. I know the only time I knew about it was Friday night's game when Skip goes, "Hey, we're off the rest of the weekend in nationally televised games." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's new to me. Didn't know we were going to be on a Peacock for this." So, uh, yeah, need to be better promoted. Baseball is just not doing a good enough job to generate that momentum right now in the middle of the summer. This is your month. This should be your month.
The NFL, of course, that's Thanksgiving Day. That is the NFL's holiday. The NBA is Christmas. The NFL's trying to take that over by throwing 2 games now on Christmas Day. Baseball should be the 4th of July. We should have the marquee matchups. We should have all the things that screams America's pastime. But like you said, you had to search it to figure out where your game was. And I only saw because I was scrolling through a couple days ago on YouTube TV, and it said upcoming Cardinals at Cubs. Like, oh, I guess it's going to be on YouTube. So easy to find. We talk about all the time. Baseball is a marketing problem. and they just don't market their stars.
Stars, teams, anything. I mean, unless you're on unless you're Yankees and Dodgers, you're not getting marketed as much as they want you to be. I mean, I'm in Arizona, but I was Midwest people like we don't know anything about what's going on. It feels like you're out there all by yourself.
It's a nice place to be in the middle of nowhere.
It is.
So we're switching topics. I'm currently watching the World Cup right now. Monday Night Football tomorrow night in the home of the 12th man. Are you watching soccer tomorrow night on Monday night, or are you going to watch the Cardinal broadcast?
You know what? Game will be on one TV and the other game will be on the other TV. I cannot not watch competitive sports with America being in it and the Cardinals game. It's going to be on. I have to do. I want to watch that. I'm not a huge football fan, but America's in it, and we haven't been in this far since like what 02. So or is it 12? Don't
Okay,
care. Who cares? We're in it. So I got to support America. And
when we win this bitch, the rest of the world's calling it soccer.
love it, bro. Love it.
I I got the EA Sports Pass. We'll talk about that here in just a second. I could play FIFA or whatever they call it now, and I kept going offsides. Like, what the hell is offsides? Like, I don't understand damn what I'm watching, but I know if America's playing, I'm watching it.
Exactly. I'm 100% with you. I'm right there, right there.
And I know the game's on Fox, but man, we need like college game day out there. Get Pat McAfee firing up the crowd. We need some college bands. We need like the Wash U flag flying. All these foreign countries say about America, like, you guys don't know how to chant. You don't know how to chant. Cool. Let's go get Chief from Florida State, have him riding in on the horse and drop that spear right there in the middle of it and get the chop going. You'll hear 50,000 drunk
Oh,
Americans chanting.
yeah, yeah. I will say that they are kind of we do have those type of chants, but man, those European football fans for soccer or football, man, they do have some awesome chants and bringing them over here and stuff. I do agree with them a little bit. Like we could do better on our chanting, but our chants are awesome.
But, like, we got other things. Like,
There's other things.
we got band. They was, well, you can't chant. We got bands.
That's fair. That is fair. We have marching bands get on there and do the whole thing. Yeah.
We got marching bands. Like, USC is not that far. It's a quick flight. Like, get the USC marching band out there.
Dude, speaking of that, watching some of those marching bands on the football fields, they can do some hellaciously cool maneuvers and stuff. So I'm with you. We got some marching bands. Let's go. I'm with you. Let's go.
Shout out to our band geek followers. In tonight's Old Man Yells at Cloud, Tyrell, I paid $90 for college football 26 to have an early release. And I don't even get it at midnight. I get it at 1 in the afternoon on a Monday. I
Okay.
then spent $6 more to EA Sports over the weekend to get a 10-hour free trial just so I could continue so I could play over the weekend. It was dead week for high school football. So I was home, no practices, no games, anything this weekend. Like, I got $100 invested in this game. Do you remember? And Tyrell and I actually met at a Toys R Us in college. The midnight releases,
Mhm.
GameStop. I don't think we ever did a midnight release at Toys R Us, but do you remember going to pick up college football or Call of Duty or Halo at midnight and hanging out with a bunch of other freaking nerds at 11 o'clock at GameStop and talking about games? And now
100%
with the news, Sony's going straight digital. When is that dropping?
is when they're
No
going to
more
do that.
physical copies of games.
Yep, no more physical copies of games. It's all going to be digital licensings that they're going to give you, which is asinine because then they can at any point pull that digital license and then you've paid money for a game that you no longer own. They just recently did that with like 500 movie titles too off of Sony. Oh, like buy
That
your
people
old
have paid for.
consoles. Yeah, that you've paid for and it's gone. Nope, we just sold you the digital rights, but we still own the rights and can remove it at any time we want. So I guess as a millennial, we're going to go backwards and start buying video games and old consoles again, so that we actually have the physical media now. I mean, we've kind of already started that with our kid
Do
anyway,
you
but
think this is kind of a deterrent to sports gamers, for example? We'll buy, let's say, buy the show in 26 and then just roster, because guys will go on and create roster updates, etc. Get the roster update and then not buy it again until 28. Now they'll just pull the digital license for these older titles.
yes, yes, absolutely, because that's what they're going to do. It's the same thing they're doing with your cell phones. Like, oh, it only works for this long. It's got to be updated and everything like that. So it's the same exact thing. And then games are coming out like not finished either. So there's that fun part that you got to wait for the DLCs to come out, and then oh wait, you got to buy those DLCs too. That are part of the complete games. the video game market is broken. Genre for streaming is broken. We're gonna have to find a new fix. This is gonna get out of hand quickly.
What bothers me about like Call of Duty and stuff like that is pay to play.
Yep.
Like it's pay to win.
Yes.
Like it's not skill based anymore. It's not hanging out with your buddies. It's who can buy the most big toys inside the game. And I understand it may enhance your experience, but shouldn't it be skill based?
Should yes, yeah. And also the games are so damn big now. Like Warzone's like a 200 gigabyte game. Like it is nuts to like think that you can like put that on people.
You can only keep like 3 or 4 games on your console at a time.
Yep. Yep. So then you put them back in the cloud, and suddenly like the cloud shrinks, and you don't have as much space on there either. So then you got to buy another subscription to keep that cloud going. They've got you. They've got us by the short and curlies on everything, man.
There's no alternative.
Nope.
The only way I see it is if Microsoft or Nintendo doesn't do this. And Nintendo has always made the best games, in my opinion.
Yes. They might
And if
not have had that defining other than Mario like franchise, but yeah, Nintendo's always been fully fleshed out and fully like vetted games.
But Nintendo sports games are crap.
Yeah, they are.
And that's what I play. It's not fun. And you're not getting Call of Duty on the Wii U or whatever the hell they got out now. Let's go to our blind rank side. This will be fun. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 7 left-handed relievers for you from Cardinal history. And these are 1 through 7. Number 1, Rick Honeycutt was a Cardinal for a hot minute 96.
He was also. I forget how many people came over to the with the Oakland A's when Tony came over, because he was one of them that came over as well. Left-handed reliever. I loved his baseball glove. I remember that the most for some reason. I'm going to put him down on the list. Let's put him number 6. I don't want to fully go number 7.
That's fair. Oh, contender for the number 1 spot early. Randy Flores.
3.
Championship winner in 06, and now the head of the Cardinals drafting. More on the draft on Sunday. By the time we get together, we will have known who the Cardinals' first pick is. That was a fun one. Mark Shempinski. Scrabble.
Zebchinski. Went on. I was going to give him number 2. He was a key point of that bullpen. Zebchinski was pretty good, honestly. They got him early in his career.
This one might be number 1. Steve Klein.
Number 1, dude. Dirtiest hat I've ever seen, but also the most ferocious left-hander ever. Let's go.
Well, a personal favorite of this show. We got to see if we can get this guy on. Genesis Cabrera.
Dude, favorite, but I'm gonna honestly say he's number 7. I mean, just could never get it, but it has a rocket for an arm.
He's only a favorite because of that Harpo's video on TikTok.
He is, but that is the best Harpo's video I've ever seen. That girl, I love that. I love that.
That's it. Just search it. That's all we're gonna say. Just search.
Yeah, just search Harpo's Genesis Cabrera.
You got 2 more left. Ray King, the other component in the old Steve Klein bullpen.
I've already give up 1 and 2 and 3, haven't I? Then I'll go number 4 is Ray King. Ray King was good though.
He was a solid guy. Sweated a ton too.
Yes, he did. Big boy.
Came over in that Atlanta deal that also brought some guy named Wainwright, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was like, I think he was a player to be named later.
And then finally, Ricky Horton.
God, I wish I had number 7 left over for him.
Not Ricky's going to finish 5th.
Ricky's going to be number 5. Okay. I'm sorry, Rick Honeycutt. You got supplanted by a guy named Ricky. So, yeah, I gave him number 5. He's better as a Dodger than as a Cardinal.
I remember nothing about his career. I was too little.
No, I don't remember much either. I think I mainly remember him with the Dodgers, not the Cardinals.
And he was with the White Sox for a hot minute
Yeah.
too. I remember nothing. That was during he caught the late 80s Cardinals, but then he was there on the bad stretch.
Yes.
So he's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And I was trying to put together this list. I couldn't remember a ton of other guys that really stood out left-handed reliever wise. If there's somebody I'm missing, please drop it in the comments, etc. Tyler Johnson in 06 was another name that came up.
It was.
Talk about a guy short-lived.
But I'm going to tell you what, though, you got the number 1 overall right there, Steve Klein. Like, just the dirty lefty that just going to be your workhorse. That dude had a rubber friggin' arm, too.
That guy was the definition of a loogie. Left hand on one. If he was a right hander, he was in trouble, but he was getting every lefty out.
He was. I liked old Steve
Minus the
Klein.
bomb he gave up to Bonds in the playoffs.
It's Bonzo, man. I mean, that
And
dude was
that
in
was
it.
during Barry Bonds' Superman stretch.
Yeah, I mean, take 3 hits or 3 swings in an entire series, and all 3 of them be home runs. That's the only pitches he got to see and he just knocked him out of the park. That dude was in his prime was nuts.
Nobody better. I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
fight that till the day I die. Finally tonight, Tyrell, do you realize it's been a year since we've been doing this?
I did not. I've just been having so much fun. Time flies when you're having fun. So it's been a year already, huh?
It'll be a year at the All-Star break.
All right, all right. Happy anniversary.
Same deal. We will do the birthday show next Sunday night, and we've got we got a special guest. It is baseball broadcast royalty. I will tease that.
Ooh, I love it. Let's go. I'm
And
excited.
it's
Who is it?
not Bob Costas.
Oh, Joe Buck.
I tried.
Okay, okay.
But we will have some baseball royalty on the show Sunday night, which we're pretty excited about. One of our first guests, he jumped right in when I said, "Hey, you want to come on this podcast?" Like, yeah, let's do it. So it'd be pretty exciting for us, and maybe 1 or 2 special guests. Maybe we'll have a birthday cake. Maybe one of the ranch hands will jump out of the cake. Who knows? You'll have to tune in next Sunday night to find out. We will be back on Thursday at some point. The Cardinals play Thursday nights. We'll kind of have to squeeze it into our schedule to kind of figure out when we will shoot. But we'll be back to talk about the Brewer series. For the Mouth of the West, Tyrell Mock, I am Mitchell Jenkins, and we will see you next week.